All right, but again, thanks everybody for coming. One thing that I like to do is start off with a kind of a recap of what happened the last time, like a good attempt, you know, not just some bullshittery, so to speak. So, would anybody
last time on Dragon Ball Z,
right? Would anybody like?
I wish we were on TeamSpeak so I could play that.
I know, right? But would anybody like to give a short recap?
I only caught the tail end of it.
That's true, you did.
I'll give it a crack. Is that a yes?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Oh, okay. So we were heading down the river to take care of a job and see why shipments had slowed down from a neighboring village. And on the way there was some heavy rain, so we were on boats and had to pull our boats over to the side of the river, and we tried to take shelter in a cave that happened to be full of goblins, and we murdered all the goblins.
That you did.
Some of us taking a little bit of damage from the goblins, others of us taking a lot of bit of damage from the cleric.
Not my fault. It was not my fault.
And then generally, you know, a few of us going unconscious, coming back up, and then taking a rest after the end of combat. And then presumably moving into the next day.
All right, that is a very accurate recount. Go ahead and take a point of inspiration.
Boom.
And then the barbarian showed up and saved your asses. No, I'm kidding.
Right? Just randomly appeared.
He was just sleeping. It's okay.
All right,
He was just walking through the woods and he heard combat and was like, yeah!
Indeed. All right, very good. Again, you guys kind of spend the night, lick your wounds. Morning comes, the rains have subsided. Just kind of misty outside. Pretty typical for the area, especially around this time of year. Presumably you all get in your boats and continue west. Does that sound good to everybody?
I mean, somewhere in there I definitely want to examine my sword.
Okay.
Damage.
Oh, for damage?
Yeah.
Look at the blue hat.
It's pretty easy to notice that there is no damage visible on your sword.
Okay, cool. I was worried about those 2 nat ones in a row.
Yeah, I would be too. Perhaps it was just, I don't know, heat of the moment type thing. Okay.
And before
Go ahead.
setting off, Shizuka would actually want to, you know, do her morning prayers.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you do them, like, with the group so everyone can hear, or do you typically kind of go to the aside? Give me a little description there.
Like, when she wakes up, like, she'll try to be the first to wake, but if she isn't, she'll just go to the side where she's not bothering anyone, and she'll perform her prayers there.
Okay.
Do you perform your prayers out loud?
Yes.
My character, realizing that you are another follower of Susanoo, joins you in your morning prayers.
Shizuka, like, a bit stunned at first, but recovers and continues the prayer.
Okay, very good. All right, so let's talk a little bit of mechanics on how we are going to handle travel in this game. Unless something, I guess, important or out of the ordinary happens, obviously danger is very much part of traveling. We are going to be doing basically one version of skill checks. So each of you probably have some skills that would be handy when it comes to traveling adventure, whether it be survival, athletics. You guys are in boats, obviously. Those sorts of things. So what I'm looking for is 3 successes before you guys hit 3 failures. Now, this is a group event, and each of you might want to speak up and say, you know, hey, I'm pretty good at this.
Perception.
Yeah.
Perception. Or if you have perception, I have insight.
Okay. there are a few caveats to this. One, you can only do the skill one time, and two, you have to be trained in it.
Yeah, I have perception, insight, survival.
I am really, really good at athletics.
Okay.
Does anyone happen to have proficiency in water vehicles?
Nope.
Land.
Probably not.
I'm not a pirate, just a barbarian.
Also acrobatics, but I don't think that's relevant in a group skill challenge.
Maybe not in this setting. If you guys were kind of going overland, one could argue maybe you use your acrobatics to get to maybe a clearing or up, maybe even someplace where you get a vantage point. That would help.
Or like a small cliff to like anchor a boat or tie a boat off to or something.
Yeah, things of that nature. So let's go ahead and start doing some of these skills. I heard athletics. So let's go with that one first.
Oh, sweet. You're doing an athletics check then?
Yeah.
Yep. Row that boat, fam.
Okay, very good. You guys, again, with your prowess there, you're able to kind of help the party get along through the river, maybe through some tougher terrain, rocks, that sort of thing. I also heard... Go ahead.
I was going to say I will investigate for faults in the boats to make sure we're not taking on water unnecessarily.
Okay, that could certainly slow you guys down. A very good roll. You inspect the boats, even after the harsh weathers of the last night, being drug onto shore. You don't see anything that's really wrong with them. All right, that's 2 successes.
I'd like to toss my perception in this with, I don't think it's relevant, but observant, feat, and outlander. So I do know I'm familiar with terrain.
Okay, yeah, that's absolutely applicable. And again, boom, 1, 2, 3, 3 successes in a row. You guys are going to make your way west, and pretty much unimpeded. You're not really going to find anything that's going to slow the party down. All right, it is pretty much getting to nightfall when you guys arrive at a small village. As you can see, it's not the most beautiful village that you've ever seen, but most of the houses are still of sturdy construction. It looks like they're weathering things out here in the wilds. You'll see people milling about, not as much as probably during the daytime, but you guys arrive.
Tie off the boats.
Okay. You will see that there is a small dock as you guys kind of pull up. Looks like maybe they do some small fishing and that sort of thing in the village.
I'm a bit famished. Maybe we could go to a local eatery, get some fish soup.
Reiki's gonna pat you in the back and say, "You're hungry. I've been rowing those boats all day."
Oh, that's what that rocking was.
All right, so you guys tie off the boats. You will pass what looks like a middle-aged man. He seems to be out there. He's got a small, like a paper lantern that gives him just a little bit of light there. He's casts out into the water. He kind of nods to you guys as you walk by.
How early is it?
It is approaching nightfall. Pretty much dusk at this point.
Okay.
Were you sleeping in the boat?
No. I would never.
Really?
Very good.
Something tells me I don't believe you.
What, is it my beautiful, refreshed look?
No. It's just that I get that from your tone.
Hmm.
Anyways, let's go. Let's see if we can find an inn for the night.
Okay. As you pass a few places here, one might look like sells sundries and that sort of thing. One is kind of an open place, maybe a blacksmith, perhaps. A few more buildings down, you'll find appears to be like an akabeko is on the outside. You can kind of smell some of the cooked meats coming from inside. Seems like there's some activity inside.
I think we found it. So Shizuka is going to head towards that area.
Okay.
Makoto's gonna close his eyes for a second, just take a good whiff. Man, that smells good.
And it does. It does smell really good.
Oh, Ryuki is going to eagerly enter the inn then.
Okay. As you guys enter, you will see maybe a half dozen or so patrons. Looks like there's 3 people kind of sitting off into a corner. There's barkeep, not entirely portly, but of a good size. He seems to be looking down, washing a mug.
Flavor question.
Sure.
How tall is the average person in this area? Are they pretty short? Are they like actual Asians?
Size is dependent upon racial, as per D&D. We're not really going to adjust that.
Alright.
This man stands maybe 5'8", you would estimate, somewhere around there.
Alright, well then my character is rather light then. Alrighty, that was my question.
Yeah, good question.
So Shizuka is going to approach the barkeep, and she goes, excuse me.
He doesn't really look up. He seems way too intent on washing that mug, and in kind of a low whispered voice, he replies, "Yeah, what do you want?"
Can we have a table for 5, please?
He does look up at this point. He just has this odd look about him as he kind of scans around, looks at your party, and he kind of looks at some of these empty tables, and he's like, "Yeah, you just sit wherever you want. Just don't kill anybody."
We weren't.
What?
Is he scared of us?
You weren't going to?
Check him and see
Mike,
what's going on. Or see
My
if
character's gonna do an intelligence check to see if he's been to this village before. He has no idea.
Unfortunately, no.
I want to see if I can figure out why he's so nervous.
Okay, like insight?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you take a moment, you kind of study the man here. You kind of also look about the room. You're not really noticing anything that maybe should scare him to this point. But, I don't know, maybe some outside factor. You can't quite figure it out. But something has got him scared.
I'm going to gesture over to a table from which we could probably see the entire room. To the rest of the party.
Shizuka waves on like, I'll join you in a bit.
You see Ryuki thinking very hard.
And I'm gonna go take a seat where I can kind of survey, just at a glance, everybody in the room.
There is one kind of servant kind of working the room. She seems to be preoccupied by the other table at the moment. She might not be coming over for a while.
I'll just take a seat and wait. And just keep an eye out.
Yeah, absolutely.
As the others go take their seats, Shizuka, like, lowers her voice in a way that only the barkeep can hear her and asks, "Is there something going on?"
He just stops washing that mug. No, everything's fine. Just, I suggest you leave as soon as you can.
Can I roll a perception on that?
And perception would be
like if he's lying, or can I tell
insight.
if he's lying?
Insight.
To me? Oh, that's insight. Okay. So could I do an insight on that?
You absolutely may. Yet you don't think he's lying one bit. He is being very honest and forward with you, the best that he can.
I see. And then putting on like putting on a smile, she says, "All right, don't worry, we'll be out of your hair soon enough. Thank you." And she goes to join the table.
Okay.
And before she reaches out, Ryuki, come on.
No,
We're gonna.
follows.
And she sits down.
Okay. You guys pretty much all sit at the table. You're waiting on the waitress to come over and serve you. Seems like they're getting a little rowdy over at that table. It doesn't require an insight check to notice that she's starting to get a little uncomfortable.
Are they just like making her feel uncomfortable? Are they like being physical with her and touching her and things like that?
The kind of gestures that some men would do at certain points. They might be their eyes will kind of linger a little too long. They'll be making some kind of rude comments.
Makoto's gonna stand up.
Okay.
And head towards that.
Wait, before anybody does, do I see any like insignias on the people at that
Make
table?
me a perception.
Yeah. Perception. Yeah.
Not anything visible on them, but they kind of look maybe, I don't know, maybe they're another adventuring party, or maybe some ranger type characters. You're not quite certain, but nothing visible.
Okay.
Can I attempt a perception on them?
Yeah. Okay, much the same thing. You're not going to notice any insignias. You are going to see that they have some quivers, and their bows are kind of set to the side. They are armed. Looks like swords.
And just as she sees Makoto getting up, she clears her throat saying, "We don't want to cause a problem. The owner's scared of something."
I'm gonna raise my hand and try to wave the waitress over.
Her back is to you. She will not see your wave. You would know that.
Ryuki
Then I
is
won't.
approaching the waitress's table.
Okay.
Makoto mutters a bit to himself and starts heading towards that table as well.
Okay, so Ryuki, Makoto are headed to the table. One of them,
He's going to
as soon as you guys get within maybe 5-10 feet of him, one of them will look up, he'll kind of stroke his chin hairs. "We got a problem?"
Ryuki is going to try to roll for intimidation.
Okay, go right ahead.
Ew, that was shit.
Go ahead and describe what you're trying to do to intimidate them.
Ryuki goes to crack his neck. It actually hurts his neck for a second. He
Alright.
rubs the back of his neck and says, "Oh, are they bothering you, miss?"
The one guy, as you're speaking, will kind of speak over you and go, "No, I guess we don't." She kind of looks at you, kind of expectantly. You can see that she's not really scared, but she obviously looks like she's feeling very awkward at the moment, inadequate.
I don't believe you were the one who was asked that question, sir.
I'll ask again. Are they bothering you, miss?
No, everything's fine.
That's clearly not the case.
One of the other gentlemen will speak up. "You see, why don't you just listen to the lady? Just go mind your own business. We don't want any trouble here."
He seems to growl lowly at this and says, "Bullies make me angry."
The first guy that was speaking, who was rubbing his chin hair, he'll stand up at this point. "I'm gonna kindly ask you to leave."
I will leave when you leave this lady to her business.
Her business is with us. He'll crack his knuckles.
Ryuki does not budge. My role-playing my bond right now. I fight for those who cannot fight for themselves.
Hal, you're still at the table, right? And Shizuka, you guys are on.
Yeah.
And Thuzzle.
Hey, my name is Isayo, okay?
I'm sorry.
So,
Oh, forgive me. As you guys are sitting at the table, kind of watching this sight, you guys also have a good vantage point on the barkeep. He is freaking out.
This is gonna go south pretty quick, isn't it?
At this point, Shizuka gets up and walks in between Ryuki and whatever this guy is, and clears her throat and says, "Excuse me, but I believe we were just waiting to be served. Our party's just gotten in. We've had a long day, and there's only one server, so we'd kind of like to be served before the day's out. You don't mean to cause any trouble."
One of the men will go, "Oh, I'd serve you all right."
Flattering, but I'm not into pigs.
First guy, "All right, last chance. Leave, or we'll make sure that you leave."
Isayo begins to load his crossbow under the table.
If I see one of them go for a weapon, I'm throwing a dart.
Okay.
And Shizuka continues, "Sir, we only wish to be served food. There's no need to be violent."
All right.
I don't think the kami would approve of you hogging someone's attention.
Ryuki is clearly not doing a very good job
All
of
right.
holding back his anger
So, this is going to be awesome. First, let's roll initiatives.
Good thing I have my crossbow ready.
Oh my god.
How do we roll initiative without our characters being on the
Top
field?
middle.
I might.
Oh,
We'll just have to manually keep track of this. Don't worry.
I'm just so used to 3.5. This is way different for me.
No,
Yeah.
it's fine. All right.
Yo, Isao, how'd you get yours into the tracker?
He
Oh.
Cause I know roll 20.
That's actually
Wait.
not. That's actually smart.
How do we get our just drag our token
You
on?
have to have a token and then you roll initiative.
Well,
Ignore this initiative roll. It's just there to be a placeholder. It's just there so I can get my thing on the thing.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
fine.
Holy shit!
How do I make that smaller?
Yeah, how do I make my token smaller again?
Just pull it to the corner.
You don't have to worry about tokens.
Alright.
Then I need to get a placeholder.
Nice.
How the fuck? I had a 10 last time. What the hell?
No, you can go with your
0.
initiative. However, I am going to get started as you guys are fixing your initiative totals. To start it off, Shizuka, as you kind of got a little lippy, said something about serving food. This guy is serving fists. A 19 AC.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that's a strike.
That is. Also, what is he wearing, by the way? What kind of armor is he wearing?
They might be wearing leather underneath. You can't quite tell. They have kind of the kind of a tunic over, or yukata.
How many of them are there?
And you'll take 2 points of damage as a fist comes and strikes you in the face. There are 3 of them.
Okay.
And in a reaction, because he's within 5 feet of me, correct?
What is giving you a reaction?
Wrath of the Storm. I can thunderously rebuke attackers. How do I trace that? There we go.
You can absolutely use that as a reaction.
So Shizuka takes the hit and just says, "You shouldn't have done that." But he still takes at least half of 2d8.
Okay, go ahead and roll it. Alright, so he takes 5 points damage. as thunderous, I guess, is it a bolt? I'm not quite...
Yeah. It's like a bolt of lightning just like arcs off of her and
okay.
hits him.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, he definitely was not expecting that. All right, Iseo, it is now your turn.
Iseo is going to loose his bolt from underneath the table, not trying to hit anybody, but trying to intimidate them by placing it as close to his crotch as possible.
Okay, go ahead and make an intimidation with advantage.
So good. You should have let me roll to shoot.
Well, you said you were trying to intimidate him.
Yeah, but with my shot, not my intimidating prowess.
Can he add his dex modifier to that, bud?
What is your dex? 3, 4?
Yeah, 3.
Okay. So a bolt goes kind of streaking past. Were you aiming for anything in particular?
Just near his crotchal area.
Okay.
Crotchel.
Yeah. A bolt kind of goes, zings, sticks into the chair as it's kind of protruding out from between his legs, getting struck by kind of a lightning slap plus that bolt. He's kind of rethinking this a little bit. Let me reorder this. All right. The second one that spoke, he is now going to take a turn. He is reaching for his short sword as drawing it. He is going to take a swing on Ryuki.
Oh, Shizuka, set your initiative to 10.
How do I do that?
Just
Oh,
click
I
the
can do
0
that
and
manually.
make it 10.
Okay.
I'm glad he's swinging for me. Let's do this.
AC 16.
My AC is 15.
Sweet. Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Just a grazing blow as he's pulling it out.
No, he just strikes Reiki full on in his hard ass muscle.
Right, that's exactly what happened. Unfortunately, not finding quite the purchase he was looking for there. So now it should be Shizuka's turn.
Shizuka will first turn to the guy that struck her and said, "So, do you still want to continue with this, or would you like to run?" Like she's asking him a question
Right.
first.
He's going to quickly glance at the crossbow bolt and just kind of shrug, but then he kind of puts up his dukes, so to speak.
Sounds like he needs a lesson.
You asked for this. She raises up her quarterstaff, her warhammer, and just brings it down on his head, or just attempts to bring it down on him.
Okay, roll to hit.
God damn it.
Unfortunately, no. It's a miss.
Yep.
Maybe you're just trying to go easy on him?
No, because if he hits me again, I'll just zap him.
For some reason, I'm not in the turn order.
Well, when do you
He
go?
rolled a 7.
Okay, so Ryuki will go before Hal then.
Alright.
Alright, so is it my turn then?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Wasn't sure if there was like an NPC or anything. Anyways, Ryuki is going to enter a state of rage.
Okay.
Oh dear.
How do I calculate like fist attacks?
If you do not have martial arts, I believe it is a D4 plus your strength.
Alright, so roll D20 plus my
Yeah, plus your strength to hit.
oh, awesome.
Yeah. Because I think you have to take a thing to be proficient in unarmed.
They're fighting him with fists. He's really mad, so he's gonna fight them with fists. Doesn't have time to pull his weapon.
10 will not strike, unfortunately.
Can I roll to see if I hit their table?
You've as like a miss, no.
Nah.
No, you wind up with that swing and no. Hal, it is your turn.
Which one is across the table from me?
There is. Hold on, let me do a little.
Well, and how far away are they?
As you're still at the table, they're a good 20 foot away.
I have 40-foot movement.
Yeah, you'd be easily able to make it.
Which one is which?
The one on the right is the one that I've been describing with the chin hairs. He's the one that punched your friend and got slapped. The one on the left is kind of the second mouthy one. He's the one with the short sword. And the one in the back, God knows what he's doing. He has not stood up, has not said a thing.
Alright, so I'm going to use my movement to jump over the table and attempt to kick this guy, the guy with the short sword.
That guy, he's the one with the short sword.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna attempt to. I got the left and right backwards. Yeah, I'm gonna.
You're jumping over your own table? Because you wouldn't need to jump over theirs.
Is my table here?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just always assumed the party was on the south. I did not declare that, but yes.
Oh, we're on the south. Okay. Then I'm going to instead run up and, as my just flavor for martial arts attack, attempt to slam his head into the table.
Okay. Go ahead and I guess roll to hit.
All right. Fuck.
These rolls are amazing.
Yeah, you guys are rolling pretty poorly.
So then, bonus attack. I'm gonna attempt to punch him.
Okay.
Just in the gut.
And that will
There we go.
definitely strike.
And fuck it, flurry of blows.
Nice.
Which is what, 2 more attacks?
Don't forget. No, the. You had your unarmed strike, then you had your bonus action unarmed strike, and flurry of blows would be 1 more.
If
Okay,
Flurry of Blows is a
so-
bonus action, you wouldn't be able to.
No, it's hold on. You can spend these points. Flurry of blows. Immediately after you take an attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to do 2 unarmed strikes. Okay, never mind. I don't do that then.
Okay, yeah, solid right in the breadbasket. That would bring us to Makoto.
Let's see. I'm gonna hex the guy who had the who punched first,
Okay.
and and as the hex, I'm going to ruin his wisdom save, or his wisdom check. And for my normal action, I'm gonna roll to intimidate.
Okay.
I don't believe the kami said. I don't believe the kami would approve of this kind of behavior. And my intimidation sucks.
Fuck the kami.
The kami knows you're lying.
Actually, is this the town we're supposed to be looking into?
As far as the adventure hook, what you guys were signed on to do, you don't know exactly where the problem lies. You just know that shipments have stopped reaching Dynast, and they're going to be paying a pretty good amount of coin to return those shipments.
This could be completely unrelated.
That's fine.
Well, I guess the intimidation was my action.
Okay. So, the third guy, he is going to flip the table. He's going to stand up very suddenly, flip the table over, kind of crouch behind it, and you can see he's starting to pull out some daggers. Isao, it's your turn.
Isao is going to take aim at the one pulling out the daggers.
Okay.
And fire his crossbow.
Okay, he does have partial cover.
Does not matter.
That is true. Unfortunately, an 11 will not strike.
Yeah. Love that 4.
It happens.
No worries.
But again, for flavor, the bolt will strike through the table there.
I suggest you sit down.
Anything else? If not, it will be Shizuka's turn.
That should be it.
Okay, Shizuka.
How close is the guy who punched her?
Melee.
Yeah, melee.
Punching range.
Hang on, I have to read this spell real quick before I cast it because I don't want to kill the guy. Not yet, at least. So spells. Oh, and there's no save against this. This might kill the guy. Shit.
He did disrespect the gods.
Yeah. And you know what? Shizuka's not going to take that shit lying down. She's actually going to reach out and inflict wounds on the guy who punched her.
Okay.
So I just click it and it goes off, right?
Yeah. Should do an attack roll first, if I remember. Yeah.
And it will strike.
Alright, roll that damage.
And it's 3d10. So I just
You
click
can just
it,
click
right?
the inflict wounds in the chat lock. And it'll roll down.
Ooh. Ooh. Alright, go ahead and describe this.
So, seeing as her Warhammer attack failed, Shizuka is now mad, and 1, because this guy punched her, and 2, because how dare he punch her. Her hand will lash out, grab the guy by the cheek, and just shout out, "You will submit!" and administer the spell.
Okay. As kind of the black necrotic energy kind of rolls out of his mouth, he collapses.
And Shizuka lets go and turns to the others and says, "If you'd want the same to happen to you, I suggest you stand down."
All right. The other two kind of quickly look at themselves. As they are interrupted. 2 seconds.
Uh-oh, music change.
As kind of a preternatural dark mist rolls into the room, the bartender just freaks out, screams, "Fools, what have you done?" A slender man in a dirty, muck-covered lamellar armor appears before you. A dark tabard, tattered, hangs from him. Pale of face and his blackened hair looking as though it was bathed in like the foulest of marsh or bog. It's kind of pulled up haphazardly in an off-center top knot. Behind him, a couple of equally scrawny henchmen kind of lumber awkwardly into the room behind him. One of which is donning a leather skull cap, and the other with a face kind of only a mother not gifted with the sight not gifted with sight could love.
Ouch.
The man walks in. "Ah, greetings. Was this you? How fortuitous. Away with your weapons. No harm will come to you. Yes, yes. Promises, promises. And glad tidings to events to come." He kind of smiles with a large grin on his face, looking towards the barkeep. "Yosuke, my oldest, Dearest associate, lost coin this evening. Falling. He kind of rummages into his tabard, and he finds what he's looking for and produces a large black dragon. And if you guys remember, dragons are the currency of this realm. He looks over at your group. He flips it towards you guys. Does anybody go out of their way to catch it?
No.
Who's closest?
Fuck it, I'll catch it.
Okay.
I seem to be closer
Again,
to
it looks like a gold coin, but it is very dark. It's
Can I
almost
insight check the no harm will come to you?
kind of wet to the touch. I mean, it's physically not wet, but it kind of gives off that kind of feeling. As he's doing this, his men start moving towards the body that's lying there at your feet. What do you do?
Can I insight check the no harm will come to you part?
Insight. I'm sorry. What?
The no harm will come to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You believe that he is telling the truth.
Okay. I'm not gonna take any action against him. We did what we came to do, which is protect the people from the douchebags.
And Shizuka will step out of his way.
Okay. The henchman kind of... the main guy is not the one moving. It's kind of his henchman. They kind of lumber over. One of them is dragging his leg as they kind of manhandle this body, and they kind of hoist it up and start moving towards the door.
To whom do we owe the pleasure?
He will turn his head, kind of in a jarring motion, look you dead in the eyes. How barbaric of me! An introduction is of the utmost. I am Kosui, purveyor of the wayward, broken, lost things, undertaker and deliverer of the damned. For what they have lost in life, they shall be renewed. He kind of goes into a small, almost silent prayer, a little bit of babbling, before he kind of turns his attention back to you.
Can I do a religion check to see who he was praying to?
Absolutely.
God damn it.
Can you tell we played 3.5 a lot?
I
Right?
know.
You're... Okay, it's hard to pinpoint because it's almost as though he's not praying to a god, he's praying to the gods. The kami.
And there's no key. And I'm assuming based on that low roll, there's no way to tell if he's praying to Yomi or...
You are uncertain.
Okay.
And it...
Can I roll it?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I roll perception to get like a gut feeling on this guy?
That would be
Ooh,
insight.
I can
Insight.
read lips, by the way. Because I'm observant. Do I catch any of what he mumbles?
He's basically doing, kami, watch over me, guide my actions.
Okay.
You may make an insight check. And I'm sorry, what were you trying to discern?
Just like what? How do I feel about this guy? Is this dude a threat to us? Like, my instincts saying this dude's a threat, basically.
Everything about this guy is very peculiar. Whether it's for ill or for good is up to you.
Ryuki seems to bare his teeth at him and says, I don't like him.
Okay, after a moment, he's going to kind of address both sides of the party at this point. You don't belong here, do you? The smell of the east is upon you, but your quest? Westward the winds blow, bending, yes, bending the reed until one day. At this point, he kind of holds up his fingers and snaps them. Tell me, why are you here?
Dinner.
he doesn't react to that.
I mean, it is why we're here.
For an insightful
looking for
person, you know that's not what he meant.
Ryuki is going to grunt and say, "None of your business."
We're
Well,
accosted.
what's that?
What'd you say, Riz?
Oh, did it not go through? Oh. Riz just basically said that we came here to seek sanctuary for the night. In our morning, we would be on our way.
Yes, but why are you here in the West?
Why are
And
you
if it-
so curious about this?
How about this? A proposition. You seem capable. Yes, capable indeed. I know a great many things. Help you I can. Yes, yes. Put coin in your pocket, information to sell, potions to impart. Help these poor miserable souls. How can you refuse? Perhaps
How do you
An answer for an answer.
benefit?
again, I guide these souls to a place of rest.
You
I
look like no
propose-
Shinigami to me.
I propose a trade. We answer one of your questions, you answer one of ours.
But who first?
You asked the first question, I will give the first answer. We are here to reestablish supplies to the west. Or, sorry, to the east? Out of character?
To the east, yes. To Dynast.
To reestablish a trade route.
Ah, I see. I answer your question with yet another.
And now, my question for you. What has the people in this town so scared?
Ah, yes, yes. Right to the heart of the matter. To the west, a great ill has befallen the quaintest of village. A vengeful spirit doing, bless the kami. Terrible, vile things. Still, you can save them. I, humble servant to the kami, shall guide you.
Can I roll an insight on him?
Yeah.
God damn it!
And now time for your question.
Why do you distrust me?
May I?
Go ahead.
By all
The
means.
deal is one answer for one answer. That means you may ask the next question.
My answer is because you show up out of nowhere after we kill somebody, and yet you do not question us, nor do you seem to be an associate of the man there. You seem to be some sort of Shinigami, but you do not match the stories that I was told.
He kind of strokes his chin, not a hair to be found upon his face. Mine is but humbling work. Again, I'm an undertaker, a deliverer of the souls to the kami.
I doubt that. Regardless, give us your work. We'll see if we'll take it.
We have another question we may ask before we inquire of his work.
Ah, but I believe a question is to me.
It is.
We answered one of yours, and now you must answer one of ours.
Yes,
He did.
but only time
And now,
for one more round. I will think of this question. Yes, yes. He kind of mutters to himself for a while.
Wait, out of character real quick. He asked us a question and I answered. I asked him a question and he answered. He asked us a question and Ryuki answered. Now we get to ask him a question, right?
No, but Ryuki asked him a question of what he was, and
Correct.
then he answered.
Gotcha. My bad.
Ryuki doesn't think about things, he just does.
Yeah, I missed the question.
Oh, it's okay.
Sorry.
Again, kind of stroking his chin. He kind of eyes each of you. No. No question needed. I can see it all in your eyes. But you may ask your final question.
But then we would be indebted to you one question. And what if we don't want that? That was not my question, by the way.
Who talks first? Do I talk first? Anyways. Well, shall we leave it at that? To the west, I urge you, go save those terrible souls.
I suppose you must answer a question next time we see you.
I must nothing. But, bless the kami, perhaps. I am only here to serve.
And Shizuka will speak up and says, and like with a small, like, kind of bow, like, but tilting of her head and says, like, we thank you for your information.
Yes, we shall broker a sweeter deal. Things to come. Yes, yes. He kind of turns about, walks out of the Akabeko, the inn, and the smoke kind of... It doesn't immediately follow him out, but it kind of dissipates.
Whom does he serve, I wonder?
Not the Kami, that's for sure.
And Shizuka actually crosses her arms and looks at the other two. I'm assuming they're still there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They're scared out of their minds.
I believe you have some answers for us.
Right,
Hal's
he
gonna
just
walk
turns
up to the
the
bar,
pearls.
pull out his bag of gold, and just say, "How much for a whiskey?"
You're asking the barkeep?
Or whatever. What is the standard liquor? Sake.
Yes, sake is fine, but
And he's just gonna say to the barkeep, "Sake."
it just you can. It's on us.
He puts a gold down on the counter.
He will immediately grab it. He'll set the bottle out, grab some glasses, but by morning you must go.
We shall. And I'll take the glasses and go back to the table. Kick the table that the guy flipped over up.
The bolt's still sticking out of it.
Sit down in a chair, put his feet up, put the glasses on the table, pour himself a sake, and just knock it back.
Nice.
And then puts the sake down on the table. Sit and answer our questions, or die.
We've already created enough of a scent of death. Let's not exasperate
The one that was wielding the short sword. What's your question?
And Hal gestures to the rest of the party. Hal doesn't give a shit what they have to say. He's just being intimidating for the sake of being intimidating.
Showboating.
Ryuki, being fairly decent at noticing this intimidation tactic, crosses his arms and flexes a bit with a growl.
Yeah, they're... How do I say this? No insight roll is needed. They're already intimidated by... what was that character's name? Does anybody remember?
We didn't ask.
No, he told you.
He said the name, but everything was going...
Does anyone
I could barely
know?
hear it over the music. I could barely hear over the music.
Nope, didn't write it down. Not very smart.
He said it. He said it too quickly for me to remember.
Excuses. Ryuki just doesn't remember because he's an idiot.
All right. His name was Kosui.
Kosui.
Is
It would
a
start
note
with a
sec-
C.
Starts with a
Not all I
K.
remember.
Kosui.
Okay.
That is correct.
Boom. Spelling.
+1 to spelling. Yay.
Adding it to the character.
You're pretty sure that they're already intimidated beyond anything that maybe you guys could do aside from maybe torture at that point. They're perched and ready to sing.
You lot, who has questions for these fucks?
Makoto's gonna put his hands on the table. I believe you're done harassing that fine lady, right?
They will look to the waitress there and my apologies. I'm truly sorry. And does a bow.
My question is, what do you know of that man?
All right. We've only heard rumor that there's this strange character, an undertaker, that's been showing up wherever the dead are, basically. We came to check it out. We're also looking for work.
Ryuki turns a sharp gaze towards the bartender. Is this why you are so afraid?
He comes in from time to time. Our village used to be a lot more prosperous, but strange things happen from time to time. The mist rolls in and... Look, whenever something bad happens at the bar, I've been getting a little bit of coin.
Black coin? He said, Ryuki will say...
He nods. Mm-hmm. But I didn't have nothing to do with their deaths.
Oh, we
But
blame
why would he pay you then? I'm not saying that you aren't. I'm not saying that you had anything to do with anything. But why would he just pay you this black coin?
That does seem strange that he would give you credit for something that you're not.
I don't know. I looked the other way. All right.
May I see the coin, Makoto?
Makoto flicks the coin over to Hal.
Okay. Same description.
All right. Does it feel the same weight as gold?
It feels maybe a little heavier, but again, it kind of feels wet to the touch.
Right.
May I?
Oh, I'm going to smell it first.
Okay. You smell the coin. It smells like coin.
Alright. I pass it over to someone.
Do you want to bite it?
I wanted to bite it. God damn it.
No, it
No,
appears to be, other than the couple distinguishing factors, it appears to be a gold dragon.
Alright.
Black gold dragon.
Pass it off to whoever wants it.
I believe that was Shizuka.
Yeah. She looks at it. And does it feel off to her that now that she's holding it? Like, does it feel like it's radiating with, like, evil intent or
No.
whatever?
I believe the answer to that question is you are not a paladin.
But
I smite the coin!
But she thinks back to Kosui, how he moved, how erratic he was,
Mm-hmm.
and how like the black mist seemed to follow him.
Yes,
But especially
it was
when he left.
very unnatural.
Can she attempt another religion check to see if she can determine what exactly he was?
I'll let you make
Or
a
is.
religion at a disadvantage.
Okay. Well, here we go.
It's hard to determine. He was very... Again, he was more about the gods as opposed to my god or
A
the
god.
kami. Yeah.
And with that, she hands the coin to, I assume, Ryuki. And as she does so, she states out loud, I can only assume he did praise all of the gods above. I can only assume he's some form of... I would like to say...
Wow.
Makoto folds his arm. Akuma, maybe.
While
Oh,
they are
perhaps.
discussing this, Ryuki is just going to be in the background, biting the coin.
Like, Ryuki, don't bite it!
All that said, he did declare something to the west, corrupting villages. That could be what we are searching for.
Perhaps
True.
a stronger demon lies there and he just wants us to kill it.
I mean, he did say spirit. It might be a spirit. He was, from what I could tell, at least early on, quite truthful.
There could be another
only
yokai.
In the literal.
He talked with too much sneakiness. I don't like it.
Let's stay the night, keep watch out at our doors,
Mm.
and move on in the morning.
And she looks at the
sake, and he pours himself another one and
Nice.
downs it.
and she looks at the two who are standing, or I'm assuming still there.
Yeah, these rangers have not left.
I'm gonna pour him each a drink.
Though you think, given the chance, that they're probably going to bolt out of here.
I'll pour them each a drink.
Yeah, they will
Ryuki
not
is going
refuse.
Anyone
Though
else?
you will, how as you're pouring a drink and he's downing it, you will notice why the other one never speaks. He has no tongue.
Fun. That's the one that flips the table.
That is correct.
Cool. That's kind of metal. Respect.
Ryuki is going to look at both of them and say, if I ever catch you doing something like that again to an innocent bystander, what we did to your friend will look pretty. And I'm going to roll to intimidate.
Okay.
Just to see if this sticks with them.
Okay. He tries honestly to look you in the eye. He's having a hard time. You're right. What we did was wrong. It won't happen again.
Pay the man for the damages.
Like 100.
Makoto's gonna head up to
No, not you.
Yusuke?
He's talking to them.
well, fuck
Yosuke?
it, I'm
Mhm.
gonna... Yeah, Yosuke.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about the mess. How much would you want for repairs?
Don't worry about it. It's honestly nice to have some work for some of the people in the village.
You two give the man 5 gold.
One of them nods, the other one goes, "Uh-huh." They pay Yosuke, and they're going to start
Anybody
making their
else
way
have
towards the door.
Oh no,
And-
he was gonna say, anybody else have questions for him? And if the answer was no, he was just gonna say, get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Shizuka is going to speak up one more time and says, "Where did you hear about the man from earlier? The so-called Undertaker. Where did you hear about him?"
Shizuka, I think Yosuke's gone through enough today.
No, she's talking to the two who
Oh,
came here.
I thought they-
Again, we don't know much more. We have only heard rumor. Honestly, I
Again,
didn't
from where?
just. I mean, people talk. We've come from the north. It's not a good spot. I can only imagine how the west is.
I see.
Just there's
Shizuka will turn her.
there's strange
Good.
things going on. May the kami bless you, keep you safe.
And you fuck off. Don't cause trouble.
Fucking right off as they're out the door.
Ryuki is now going to look at the waitress and growl, "Food, please."
Anybody else for a sake?
That she'll kind of half chuckle, and she'll make her way back to the back room. You think she's preparing something?
And Shizuka will take an offered cup.
So Al's gonna just offer sake up to anybody who
Yep,
wants
they gave you a whole jug.
chug, chug, chug.
Ryuki will drink freely.
And Shizuka will just take small sips.
Very good.
This is trouble. As she's seated waiting for the food to come in, Shizuka will speak up. "This is oddly troubling."
I mean, we did hear there was trouble to the west, and therefore, I would assume it's troubling. Though expected.
But from
Like
the
our
fact-
job got a lot more complicated.
Hmm.
I mean, trouble is always troubling. Thus, trouble.
Speaking of
Hmm?
speaking of our job, Makoto's gonna look at Ryuki. Where the fuck did you come from?
Hmm. Hmm. I was traveling in the wilds when I heard you're fighting. Seeing the chance for battle, I decided to join in.
Well, we're doing some stuff for supply chains. There will probably be more fighting. If you're interested, tag along.
I am always looking for a good fight.
Sounds like we're about to get one.
Hmm. It's always comforting to see another worshipper of Susanoo.
Mine is the fury of the storm, Ryuki says with a nod.
You said that earlier. Is that-
Makoto face palms.
Anyway, what would the going rate for rooms for all of us be?
If you remember, Yosuke gave you the bottle of sake, said everything for tonight is on the house, but after
But we
that
have
you
to leave.
have to leave in the morning.
Okay.
Alright. Well, we're still waiting
He didn't
for
wait
food.
for a confirmation. It was just kind of he's expecting it.
Yeah.
Alright, we should still probably post watch, just in case. Given the creepiness.
Mhm.
Alright, who wants first watch then?
I will take first watch.
Does anyone wish to play a game of dice with me?
Do you have dice?
I have a pair of engraved bone dice.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I shall play some dice with you.
Very good. I don't know, tool gaming set? There you go.
And while this is all coming out, or while they're doing that, and while the food is being prepared, I'm going to prepare a ritual.
Okay.
What's the gaming set roll?
Dice poker.
Well, no, I mean, what do I roll?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Is it Dex? Is it Charisma? Is
Let's,
How do
let's look
I-
this up.
drag this onto the chat thing.
Drag what?
Like, how do I postcard or? Well, yeah, that's. Oh, there we go.
That.
That's the ritual I'm doing.
just if the spell doesn't have an attack to it, you can just click the spell.
Okay. So that's the ritual I'm preparing.
Okay.
So you're taking a full minute to cast detect magic.
Yep.
Don't ritual take 10 minutes?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're
that should be
casting it
more
as
than
a
long.
ritual?
Yeah, I'm casting it as a ritual, which that should be
Yeah.
more than enough time.
I'm going to double check that.
Casting as a ritual won't take your spell slot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I really rolled for it. We're playing a friendly game. There's no.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to get into the semantics of that. If we want to get into that, maybe in the future we'll do, I don't know, some offshoot campaign, Dice Adventures or something. Where it is
maybe
literally
Monster?
nothing but gambling.
Play
no.
Dungeons and Dragons.
No game, no life.
Right.
Oh God.
All right. Any other things that you guys want to touch upon before sleep? If not, we're going to kind of fast forward. Obviously, she brings food, probably some hoke, like a fish meal, steamed rice, that sort of thing.
Mhm.
Cool.
You are correct, Atherin. It is 10 minutes for a ritual.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
Reiki's going to shovel down his food.
Going once?
No.
Shizuka is going to eat once her ritual is finished.
Not a problem.
I'll eat and then go to bed. And I
I'm
assume-
guessing the detect magic is for watching.
Yes.
Bad news for you.
I will take second watch.
I'll take third.
Okay.
So since I've taken the first watch, so is there any magic that she detects?
Within 30 feet of you,
Yeah.
as everyone's probably up in the couple, he would have lent out of 2 rooms. We won't worry about the semantics of who's sleeping where, really. As this night is going to go kind of uneventful here, because we're gonna skip forward. But unless somebody has something magical upon them, you're not detecting anything within 30 feet of you. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
So I don't
So,
believe
yeah,
anybody
that's your
has any
watch.
sort of magic on them. So
I have the magic of rage.
No.
So once her watch ends, whose second watch?
Mate,
She goes over to where Hal is, nudges him slightly.
I mean, let's just, if it's gonna be uneventful. let's
yeah,
just
we're
No, but she senses something. She sensed something.
What?
Riz, I sent you to tell us a joke.
I know. No, she says that she sensed something, but it doesn't seem malicious.
Cool. Go to bed.
All right.
the monk seems disinterested.
The monk stays.
All right, so early to bed, early to rise. Morning comes. They have not prepared a meal for you guys. They're real. Yosuke and the waitress, nobody bothered to ask her name, are not really present in the morning. What's the party plan?
Shizuka's gonna pray. And then she's gonna pray, then eat.
Head west more.
Unless you have provisions, there is nothing prepared for you to eat.
Let's.
Oh, I thought you said they laid out breakfast.
They did not make breakfast.
That's the
Oh,
exact
okay.
opposite of
They
that.
want us to leave.
Oh, okay.
That said, I'm going to ask Yosuke one last time if he's sure.
He is
that-
not around.
Oh,
You want to go try to find him?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. As you kind of, well, are you going through room by room? You wandering around the town? What are you doing?
I just wanted to check the non-restricted areas of the inn. But
Okay. You kind of look through the.
I don't want to waste too much
Yeah,
time.
you
We
look
were
through the
told to
rooms.
leave.
You're not seeing that he's here. Maybe they have another residence, or he purposely was not around.
Well, if it's the latter, then I'm going to respect his wishes and we
Okay.
should just get the fuck out of here.
yeah, I have nothing. I'm ready to go whenever.
Okay. So, what is the party plan? Are you guys going to investigate to the west, as Kosui suggested? Are you going to continue along the river?
Well, our objective is to the west.
Is there like forest to the west?
This area in general is a very forested area. And I'm sorry, I should have posted a picture of the map. I have a physical picture of the map. I don't have a digital one yet. I will make sure that we have a picture. Actually, I can do a very crude.
Just draw some stick figures and some trees, man. Do it.
Paint a happy little tree.
And then another happy little tree, because everyone deserves a friend.
Hey, Peter, he's as good at drawing maps as you are.
Oh yeah, I'm decent at drawing maps, so. Shokon is where we came from, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gifu is where we are, I'm guessing.
Yes, it is.
You are here. We did never ask for the name of the town, to be fair.
That's fair.
That's okay.
I assume we would have been shown a map on the before.
Yeah, I would assume somebody has a map.
I only have a map of my hometown.
I have general knowledge of terrain and geography.
My dude was just wandering in the forest. He doesn't know where he's going.
Yeah, he has no fucking clue where he is.
Are there any like logging villages near here?
I'm sorry?
Okay, the
That was,
green kind of area is where the forested area really starts.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously,
And-
Shikone is in a valley between the mountains, and then there's that great river that flows through it, almost all the way to Dynast.
We could take the boats further down the river and see if we notice anything, or we could head into the forest on foot and stash the boats somewhere.
I don't think we should leave the boats too far behind.
Yeah.
Well, then the boats are heading generally the same way we are.
So we might as well take the boat and continue. And if we find that village, we can intervene.
With a general knowledge of geography, would I have an idea of the direction of a village? Like, is it
A lot of the villages are along the river, though the way that he spoke, you feel like it is more out by foot, by land, by horse.
Okay, I will relay this to the party, that it sounded more like he was saying overland to the west.
Do you know where this trade route flows from?
From, well, to Dynast.
And that's where we have to
Dynast or
go.
from Dynast?
2. Okay, so we'll go over this here just real quick. Okay,
I thought this was Dynast.
that is
here.
Dynast. There on the east.
Ah,
Okay, so a lot of the party are from Shikone. And in Shikone, there are the Hattori Mills. They get a lot of raw lumber and such from upriver. Where upriver, no one really knows.
okay.
There are villagers in Gifu that you could perhaps ask questions to if you wish.
That would be smart.
Yeah, that would be the
I
smart
am
thing.
not
Just
smart.
not by the inn.
Okay, so you guys are going to just kind of walk around, talk to people.
Let's stay as a group.
Okay.
And as they're gonna walk around, Shizuka's gonna look for like a general item store or general merchants.
Okay.
stall.
Which you passed on the way in. Looked like it was like a sundry shop.
Are they open?
It looks like they don't have any customers yet, but the door appears to be open. This you don't really see a sign one way or the other, but you can see some movement inside.
We might as well see if they have a map available for us. And Shizuka heads inside.
Okay. Anybody else with Shizuka, or is everyone with Shizuka?
Sorry, I missed that. I got distracted.
Shizuka went to item store to pick up a map and potentially ask questions.
Oh. I'm going to take the time to look for food, actually. Like, scavenge.
Like scavenge. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like some
Since we didn't have breakfast.
some survival checks, perhaps.
Yeah.
As you're doing that, we'll deal with the rolls here in a little bit. Shizuka, as you.
I'm just gonna have the roll.
Yep, ready.
I'm just gonna have the roll now, and then I'll be right back.
Okay,
Ryuki is going to endorse Shizuka.
you're going with Shizuka.
Yep.
Okay. As you two enter the shop, you're greeted. Kind of a middle-aged woman. Oh, welcome, welcome.
Good morning, ma'am. I was wondering perchance if you would have a map of the general area for sale?
Oh, no. Maybe in one of the bigger cities. That's quite a journey. I have provision. Are you travelers? I have provisions, rice. She'll start going through other things. Some salt.
Yes, I think we'll actually pick up some provisions, thank you.
Oh,
Could you tell us about the surrounding lands, specifically towards the west?
she kind of gets a little solemn. Yeah. I mean, we're lucky our village really isn't hit too hard, but I hear tales. My husband, sometimes he would go into the Akabeko and he'd bring back stories. To the west, they say that there's some spirit. The whole town apparently is missing. I haven't really heard if anybody's gone out to investigate, but you know how word gets around. To the north, I really don't know. Though rumor is it's some of the same. The Oni are just running rampant, is what I hear. We try to keep to our own.
I would have gone in with them as well, and I would ask, where would the nearest logging village be? Would it be on the river?
Oh yes. Yeah. What was the name of that village to the north? I'm sorry. I can't remember. Surely, I mean, we get tradesmen in here every once in a while, but yeah, along the river, where the great forest starts.
Is there a logging village out west as well, or no?
No. Shizuoka, there was a great temple to Raijin out there. That's really what it's known for.
Shizuka will raise an eyebrow at that. At Raijin? Huh.
Yes. We haven't heard word from the village in quite some time.
That is unfortunate.
Would this be around the time the logs stopped flowing downriver?
Maybe. I guess I never really thought to put those two things together, but yeah, I think maybe you're right.
Raiki will nod. Well, let us give some custom to this poor shop. Obviously, they need our help.
Indeed. So, Shizuka will speak up. How much for rations?
She will say, look in the player's handbook. They will go for standard market value.
Let's see. Rations for 1 day sell for 5 silver.
And how much silver per gold point? Per gold.
10, I believe, is standard conversion.
Yes, 10.
So 1 gold is 2 days, right?
Correct.
How much loot did we get off the goblins? Because she's buying for everybody.
Everybody should have access to that sheet.
Yeah,
Alright.
I don't
Party.
need rations. I can forage.
Oh, Makoto has the gold, so he's not here. We cannot.
It is
access that.
still on the party sheet. 127.
Right. So in this case, like, she'll pay for 7 gold worth of rations, so that's 14 rations for everybody?
Okay. 14 total.
Yeah. Yeah, like that'll be like a party-wide thing.
Okay.
Drop it in party loot, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
Certainly applicable. Yeah.
And was there?
Go ahead.
And she turns to Ryuki and Hal. Was there anything else you wanted from the shop?
Right? Is there anything like interesting in this shop, or is it just pretty much?
It's mostly just sundries. The most elaborate thing that they might have is they do have some pretty fine cloth. Some dress,
Right.
some yukata, kimono.
Ryuki's not a
None of them are your
not a
size.
trader. Yep, he's not a trader.
And Shizuka, while she thinks they are nice. She doesn't really need it right now.
Yeah, fair enough. She'll be able to handle all of your purchasing needs. We can do that kind of as we do other things.
All right.
Is Makoto back? Probably not.
Yeah,
Okay.
I am. I just kept silent.
Yeah, you're able to scrounge up enough, maybe for a decent breakfast for you. If you split it amongst the party, you guys won't go immediately hungry, but it wouldn't be much.
Well, I'm gonna split it amongst the party
Okay.
anyway.
Plus,
Reiki is going to refuse it.
Once we're on the road and in the forest, him and me, Makoto and I have Outlander and can just provide food.
Hmm.
So,
Well, better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Actually, where's Isao?
Just hanging around.
In the
I'm
corner,
gonna go
in
to
the background.
blacksmith shop because I think you said there was one on the way in.
There is.
Cool.
There's no hammering going on yet, as he's just kind of getting the fire stoked. But you can see kind of a big burly man.
I'm gonna go in and are you cool with me just flavoring my darts as throwing knives?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna ask for some extra throwing knives.
Okay.
10.
Yeah, that's something that he would actually have on hand.
All right. Let me look up dart. And see what the price on those is. I do not have a player handbook. Page 149.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything?
Shizuka would walk in with Hal just to look around to see the available wares.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, he's got the normal kind of tools, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. So she's just looking around.
Okay. Sounds like we're pretty much wrapped up here. What is the plan? Do you guys intend to head west? Apparently the town is called Shizuoka. Or do you intend to more follow the river north?
Oh, so we got an actual location?
You got a name.
Okay.
And it's of the place that he described, and it all started around the same time that the lumber stopped flowing. So it seems like that's the place to go, to the west.
Hmm.
Right,
Yeah,
he would not say as much as I like this. As much as I dislike following the example, that thing does seem to be the good place to go.
It seems to fit.
Indeed.
I gotta be honest, Ryoki, I don't trust him either.
And then Shizuka will just mumble in Sylvan and just say something along the lines of like, "I don't like this at all."
Okay. All right. So travel to the west. Unless you're going to be rowing your boats on land, what do you intend to do with them? Leave them here?
Tether them?
They're already tied up at the dock.
We could pull them out of the water and stash them somewhere just outside of town.
I think there's more likely to be someone put them outside of town.
that seems suspicious as hell.
Yeah.
We can also just leave them here and hope they're here when we get back.
Perhaps
Yeah.
there is a dock where we could speak to him.
Fair. Let's go.
Okay. As you guys head towards the dock, if anybody remembers, you'll see that same middle-aged man. He's got a little stool kind of set up, and he's out fishing.
Right?
Shizuka will... Oh, okay.
Pardon me, old man.
Eh?
Do you tend these docks?
He kind of looks at you incredulously. Does it look like I tend these docks? Docks? They're more like piers.
Do you watch the boats?
Well,
Sounds to me like he watches the
They
fish.
don't do much. Why? Let me guess. Hey, old man, since you're not doing anything, can you watch these boats?
Hey, old man, since you're here anyway, fishing most of the day, how about I give you 5 gold to make sure our boats don't get stolen?
Nah. You got yourself a deal.
I will need 1 gold from the party fund.
Take it.
I only have 4 gold.
Makoto will pull 5 gold from the party fund and just give it to him. Hold on to your 4.
These here will be the most protected boats in all of Gifu.
Thank you, old man. May the kami bless your fishing.
Ah, thank you, thank you. Now go away, you're scaring away the fish.
Indeed. And I will start heading west out of town.
Okay.
Right, you will follow.
Makoto will bow and then follow.
Very good. All right, as you guys travel west, unfortunately you weren't able to ascertain how far the journey was, but let's start doing some skillful checks here. Again, I need three successes before 3 failures. And in terms of mechanics, this is going to set up, again, how difficult of time you have or what kind of situation you may find yourself in when you arrive. A good example would have been like skill checks before session 0 when you found yourself a cave in a precarious situation.
Do we ever have a do we ever have a time where we described our characters and their appearance?
Nope.
Okay. Just curious.
So, could I roll in? So what would I need to roll like to see how long or to determine how long the trip could possibly be?
As you don't know the destination, you're not quite certain.
Would I have memory of the name from a map I saw once?
What skill do you have?
So I have Outlander, which gives me a general knowledge of geography and terrain.
Knowledge, so intelligence. Make me an intelligence check.
That's gonna go poorly.
We're all idiots. It's great.
I should have done my inspiration. Fuck.
Oh,
You can still
yeah,
do
you
it.
still can if you want.
Yeah, why the fuck not?
That's good inspiration.
Oh,
fun.
yeah, that sucks. Okay.
Did the goodest.
You can still roll your check. I'm just going to increase the DC a bit.
I'd like-
What would this be under?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were using another skill.
What?
I wasn't thinking much.
Oh, you
Like-
were saying like, wait, was the intelligence part of the skill?
I
challenge, or-
thought for some reason I was thinking Outlander was a skill check that you could roll.
No, background.
Background feature.
I gotcha. We're gonna count this as a non-success. But what were you doing, Sal?
Nothing. I'll just sit here, watch them bumble.
Okay.
Because I don't really know what I can do here. Because my skills are insight, investigation, perception, and religion.
I could roll knowledge, or I could roll survival or nature.
Actually, Isao would like to try and recall some history about this region if he knows of a general path.
Yep. Go ahead.
Ah, come on.
Man.
We're gonna have the shittiest.
We are bad at this.
Makoto's going to use his survival skills to see if he can find a path.
Okay.
Until that one.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna
We
do.
failed.
You guys are going to arrive at another village. This one is going to be much, much different. You see no signs of activity at all. Normal items that would typically be in use are just left in the streets. You'll see carts. You see no animals, horses, chickens, any of the sort, pigs. There seems to be very little life in this village, as almost as though everyone has just up and left.
Can I roll a nature check to see if there are any wild animals around?
In the village?
Yeah. Just like if I can see any birds flying around or anything like
That's
that.
more
Just, like,
perception.
Oh. Well, I'll roll that too. I mean, it's basically the same bonus as nature.
Yeah, pretty much. Every once in a while you'll hear a chirp, but not really in the village, more coming from the outside.
Reiki's gonna bare his teeth and say, I don't think we should go in.
This could be our empty village, but
It does seem like what they described.
At this point, I'm going to suggest maybe just a real quick 5-minute break. I need to use the restroom and get a drink real quick.
okie dokie.
So just
That's
real
me too,
quick.
so-
Sorry I'm so quiet. Sorry I'm so quiet.
It's fine.
Is that just like a character thing, or you just not?
I'm a little lost as to the background of the place, Valoris. So trying to let it soak in a little bit. But if you do need intelligence checks, I have got a +2. Yay.
You have the highest out of all of us.
Yeah, I thought that
And
might
you're
be
a
the case.
fighter.
And the thing is, like, I thought you were like a shinobi based on how quiet you were and how you'd be willing to take range or surprise attacks from a range.
Right. I probably will pick up
A few
Rogue.
rogue levels.
yeah, after the fact. I want to get to champion for the crit bonus and then move on from there.
Oh wow, you're actually rolling for champion?
Oh yeah.
I never see people go for champion.
What
It's
does
just
that mean?
criticals plus the rogue levels do really well because you're rolling so many dice.
Sneak
later on.
attacks.
Ah,
And
Oh
I don't
yeah, improved critical is a good one.
and they don't need the extra attack from level 4 fighter, so because if I did get the extra attack from level 4, then I'd have to take crossbow expert in order to use it correctly.
Don't you get an extra attack as rogue too?
You
do not.
Nope. All your damage is in your sneak attack dice.
That actually makes sense. I find it funny that crossbow, you can grab crossbow expert and it works with spells.
Oh dear.
The whole no disadvantage in melee range thing.
Hmm.
That qualifies for ranged spell attacks too.
Nice.
Just think-
So you could pick up crossbow expert as a warlock and just point blank eldritch blast.
That's slightly broken.
I mean, you still have to make multiple attack rolls, so it's not super broken.
I did just say slightly broken.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no, I'm going whole ham with the melee.
so while we're doing this, we might as well take the whole time to describe ourselves while we're waiting. Get all of that out of the way.
That's actually a good point. So who wants to describe their character first?
Shizuka will start. I guess I'll start with Shizuka. Out of everyone here, she's probably the smallest, standing at 4'6". And the one striking thing about her is that her hair is like a snow white, despite her black leather armor. Her armor is actually, what is it? It's actually scale mail, but there's leather over it to give off the appearance that it's weaker than it actually looks. And she's always walking around like holding a quarterstaff, but when it's time to fight, that's when she pulls out her warhammer. Or when she's pissed, she'll grab someone and, cast inflict wounds on them.
apparently.
She's kind of, her skin is slightly fair, a bit on the a bit slightly darker than fair, but just at that level. And her eyes are a striking emerald green. She's also like looks the youngest out of the bunch. So that's Shizuka. Next.
I guess I'll go next.
Yep.
Ryuki stands at a fairly impressive 5'11". He's sorry, editing some things. He's basically a freaking mountain of muscle. It looks like he's just purely just like been training for most of his life. He's got long black hair that he keeps tied back in ponytail and keeps off his face with a headband. He wears a cloak that looks like it's made of mostly animal fur. Normal pair of pants. He does wear a sash, and tied to his sash is a tsubasa or guard of a sword. He also has a animal tooth necklace that hangs from his neck. He is very tan. He looks like he spends most of his time outdoors, and he often has a scowl if he's not full on baring his teeth. That's Ryuki.
Cool.
Next. Isao Makoto. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, next.
They were doing descriptions of their characters.
Yeah, we were all describing it out loud.
Also, hi, welcome back.
Isao isn't terribly tall. He wears his dark black hair in a top knot. His eyes are in a permanent scowl, but his mouth doesn't show much emotion other than that. That you can see past the high collar of his clothing. There's not much to him.
That everything?
All right.
All right, Makoto is also fairly short, only at 5'1", and he seems kind of skinny, but not sickly. His complexion is actually unusually healthy, considering how, I guess, physically weak he would appear at first. He's got long black hair, also tied back, and he carries a fairly simple katana and wears a simple leather breastplate over a kimono. His brown eyes tend to glance towards the horizon frequently, but it doesn't seem like he has any particular issues clouding his mind. Aside from what obviously happened.
Right on.
And Hal, you are muted.
Peter? Peter might be dead.
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Yep.
we'll send him a message here and see if he responds.
I just did.
Okay, thank you.
I guess we don't know what hell looks like.
And I'm sorry, I did not realize you guys were using the Discord chat. Your a black coin. To answer Isao's question, it looks identical to the coinage of this realm. Again, think of I can't think of what they're called. The big flat coins that are pretty typical, but instead of being a gold color, it is a black, an absolute black color. But it is indistinguishable other than the color, than the dragons.
I think Puzzle was asking if the coin looked like the color of that picture.
Much blacker, more like.
So darker than black.
Like either Isao's or Ryuki's hair.
Oh.
Yes, black.
But not Vanta black.
All right. I'm guessing no reply from Hal.
I don't see anything.
Maybe he got caught up. We're gonna continue on. Hopefully he will catch up with us. All right. As you guys travel to the west, again, you come across this town. I've already pretty much described it here. I'm assuming you guys are moving further in to investigate?
As a group.
Yep. All right.
What time is it that we got here?
It's a little past midday.
Okay.
It did take you a couple days of travel.
Oh, okay. Reducing rations.
Okay, as you guys kind of inspect the village, as you move into maybe some of the open residence here, you will see that things have been left out. Plates, half-eaten dishes, which have spoiled. Toys are scattered about. It looks like, again, like people had just up and left.
I'm gonna investigate for footprints.
Okay.
That's right. He's wandering around. He's just gonna have his sword out because he's very on edge.
Yeah, it's. I imagine it would be like visiting basically one of our ghost towns. I mean, you're obviously going to see footprints out in the dirt roads and such, but you're not going to be able to follow them. Again, as you...
Right?
Go ahead.
Good. I was going to say, right, he's just going to search around for any signs of combat.
Okay. You're not really noticing anything damaged that wouldn't have happened from the elements or just natural wear to some of these structures. As you guys, again, continue to move through the village, you're going to see what was once the Great Temple, presumably to the Kami Raijin. The front of the temple, however, is in pretty bad disrepair, to the point that even the front entrance is not... You're not able to make entry that way. Columns have fallen, rocks have shifted, blocking the entrance. But with a little looking around, you do see that there is an entrance on the side.
Reiki's going to offer a quick prayer, say that the god of lightning should not be disrespected, so...
Okay.
And Shizuka will follow. Will follow suit.
Okay. What do you guys intend to do? You're going to enter into the temple, look around the village a little more?
Makoto's going to offer a quick prayer to Raijin before entering as well.
Okay.
None of us entered, but if you want to enter, we'll follow.
I'm going to enter.
Okay.
Sorry.
As
Isao, are you coming with?
As Makoto kind of steps through the threshold, very low in the distance, it almost sounds like drumming. Not like a war party or anything like that, but a very distinct, loud drum. Thump, thump, thump.
What on?
Oh,
That's,
I'm gonna look around for any kind of arrows flying through the air that may be very large.
You do not see any arrows.
Quick question: do I need to make a religion check to recognize that as Raijin's drums?
Yeah,
Kinda.
me too. I was gonna ask
Yeah,
that.
same.
Yeah, go ahead and make your religions.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. My first thought was, oh shit, ballista.
Oh, well, I guess
Makoto, absolutely. That is exactly how the physical, actually hearing it live in the flesh, you imagined it would sound. Shizuka, pretty much the same. You would absolutely believe that would be Raizin's somewhere thumbing on his drum.
Well, it seems despite the damage to this place, it seems Raijin's blessing is still here.
Indeed. Let's hope we can find the source of the damage.
I just want to know what happened here. Seems like everyone just vanished.
And it's strange. Why would anyone want to flee the protection of Raijin? That doesn't make sense.
It may not be that they wanted to, and maybe that they were forced out. Any protection can be overcome with a strong enough force.
Whatever it is, it's dangerous.
Indeed.
I'm gonna keep heading into the temple.
Okay. The rest of the party?
Shizuka will follow.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for black coins just laying around.
You're not really seeing much in the way of coins.
Oh no,
Right.
specifically
Right,
black.
correct.
I see
Black or
anything
any other
just
color.
like- Okay.
Raiki's gonna rest his katana on his shoulder and follow the others in.
Okay.
Iseo is going to hold up at the door and try and hide himself and cover it while the rest of them investigate.
You're going to try to hide the door or yourself?
Myself,
Okay.
near the door.
Hide the door.
Within
Hide the
line
door.
of sight, so I can see and shoot.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and make me a check.
And I'd like to stay towards the front of the group because passive perception.
All right, let's move into the temple.
Ooh, we're down at the bottom, by the way, everyone.
Yes,
Bottom left.
south.
The south left.
At this point, go ahead and reorganize your tokens.
I'm gonna be up by the front.
I'll stay
So
fairly close.
what distance is that for light? I'm going to light a torch.
Wait, where is Makoto?
I'm right here.
Where?
Right in front of you.
Can everybody see?
I can't see Makoto.
Your token is literally on top of Makoto's right now.
Oh, it
You can
is?
see everybody's butt, Makoto?
Yeah, I can see everyone but him, but they can see him.
Can
but I
everyone
can't.
else see me?
I see you just fine.
What the fuck?
I see myself next to Ryuki, but I don't see Makoto.
I see Makoto just
Must
fine.
be a
Roll
roll
refresh
20
your-
glitch is the only thing I can think.
Yeah,
okay.
try refreshing your page.
I would like to light a torch. I don't know how to do torch light.
Okay. What we'll do is we'll click your token, click the gear.
Oh, it's just do a area field.
And then we're going to click on the advanced tab.
You're the only one who can do that, Atherin.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
What is the radius on the torch? Is it 60-30?
It
Yes.
is. No, it's 2020. Or 4020. 4020 in It.
sorry, I was thinking of the hooded lantern, which is 3060.
Yeah, it's
All right, everybody should see the light that Hal is now giving off.
Yep.
Not so hidden anymore, so. Kidding.
You're still hidden.
And I still can see Makoto, but oh well.
Yeah, that's
We'll roll with
strange.
What is that?
I don't know. Gonna go
I would like
investigate.
to invest.
All right, looking at that spot on the ground, it looks as though it has been eaten away by something.
That's not good. What's
Like
this
something has
mechanism?
melted the stone.
Acid melted, rusted.
Not rust. Acid might be a good guess.
Okay. wall up there? That's a wall up there. All right. It looks like there's a door here. Is that correct?
That is correct. A large wooden door.
Okay.
It's
and
shut.
Is this a wall?
That is a wall, correct.
Okay.
All right. What you guys doing?
Everyone ready?
Yes.
I'm gonna push the door open. Do I see those?
Anything that you can see, you can see.
See,
Okay, it's kind of grayed out, is what I was asking.
right?
Because of vision.
Gotcha. Skeletons or humanoid figures,
I see him.
given dim light.
Oni is simply what Raiki will say.
Shizuka will pull out her warhammer and get ready.
I'm drawing my sword right now.
Is this initiative? God damn it with the fucking sixes.
Sorry, I forgot to select my token before I rolled initiative. I
How
rolled
dare you? I can fix it.
I would just re-roll, but I don't want to lose that.
I mean, you could just roll it, and you could just re-roll and then change it to 21.
That's fair.
Also, Shizuka, can you see my token now?
Nope.
Oh, I figured deleting and re-adding it would fix it.
I don't get what's going on, but oh
I'm
well.
invisible, but only.
I've refreshed twice.
Hmm.
It's a very specific kind of invisibility.
Yeah.
Okay. We've got initiative set. Makoto, you get to act first.
I see a bunch of people in my way.
I can move out of the way if you need me to.
Not till your turn.
What's that? You don't want the really beefy barbarian in between you and the enemy?
Oh, I absolutely. Eh, fuck it. I'm going to Eldritch Blast. This one.
Okay.
I think
And that is a miss.
At least it wasn't a critical miss.
I will move here. There are 3 of them.
Okay.
Yep.
On that side. There might be more on the other side.
Ryuki.
Is it possible to take, like... Have you ever played, like, XCOM?
No.
Alright, is it possible to take, like, an Overwatch action where I, like, just wait for them to come near me and attack?
Ready.
That's
action.
ready.
Ready?
You ready your attack.
Yeah, I'm going to
So-
ready my attack then.
Just an FYI, you don't get... Did we decide if you get your bonus action? I don't think you do.
You do not. You do not. I checked. I actually looked this one up.
So just an FYI, if you were planning to take a bonus action.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I just want to ready. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, you can take a bonus action now, but you can't take the bonus action when you're letting out.
You
your
can
ready
take a
action.
bonus action as long as the bonus action is not caused by an
As long
action.
as it's during... Yeah, so if they approach me after my turn is over, I can't take a bonus action, I understand.
Cool.
Okay.
But I can attack them. That's the important thing.
Shizuka.
Oh, there's multiple things there. She's gonna stand at the ready.
This is your forte, priest.
I know, but the thing is, I don't get turn undead at this level.
I think you do actually.
I have the page up. I don't see.
It's under Channel Divinity.
Yeah, I'm a Tempest Domain cleric.
You get turn undead, regardless of your domain.
Correct. Plus another channel ability.
So, but that's only one. But that counts toward my one use of
Correct.
Channel Divinity for the day, right?
Yes.
Right. How many are there? There's.
I see 3.
I see 3 as well, and the things I want to save that for if there's too much. Yeah, she's just gonna hold at the ready.
Okay. Ready for...
Ready for if they approach her, she's gonna swing.
Okay.
The idea of holding this doorway seems to be a popular one.
Yep.
I really want to use my sword, but apparently I'm just sitting back and blasting.
Ooh, this means he gets to roll an attack. Ooh, there's invisible ones.
Okay, so...
That is 4 that I see.
5.
All right, so let's do some attacks here. Green is going to attack Hal. And miss terribly. Orange is going to attack Ryuki.
Does Ryuki get his attack first?
Do you get a reaction for something?
Well, no, because he
I was
He
ready.
ready.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You just said that, and I'm pretty much retarded. Yeah, go. You would get your actions. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It also
Yeah.
still misses.
I will take that attack. Oh shit!
You sure you want your attack?
Can I? Fuck, do I have to?
No,
Let me see here.
that's a Buren thing. I know what you're thinking of doing, and no, you don't have to roll a d4.
No. I am specifically wondering if I'd have to declare this before I attack.
Yeah, you do.
I would think so.
So you've taken your attack, and I think that's all that you can do.
Yep.
My two would have attacked, and they obviously missed. So, Iseo.
Iseo, if it doesn't, I don't think that skeleton, the orange one, can see him, can he?
Can see you?
Yes.
You're hidden.
Well,
You're
Yeah, and I'm around the corner.
Ye-
Green can see me because he has line of sight.
if Green could beat your hide, then yes, he could see you. Orange would
Okay.
not be able to because of line of sight.
Iseo is going to back up and shoot at the orange one.
Okay,
Do I get advantage for being
you
hidden?
do.
Thank you.
Sneak attack.
Oops. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, my fighter sneak attacks.
That is definitely a strike. Your bolt kind of rattles around his rib cage. He is still standing.
Isao is going to continue moving down the stairs, further into the back of the room.
Okay. And then that should bring us to Hal when Seo's done moving.
Oh, my turn. Yeah, I will take my first attack against Green.
Okay.
With my two-handed quarterstaff words. I know there's not that much difference. Hits.
It's
I
a
assume?
d8 versus a d6. It is a difference.
That's true. Min damage. And
Okay,
then
now it's
for-
not a difference.
For my bonus attack, I'm going to do my unarmed strike.
Okay.
Does that hit?
A 14 will strike.
Nice.
All right.
More
You do
punch.
kind of a quick 1-2. You can definitely tell that your fists and your quarterstaff is doing some damage. His bone just kind of shatters off this creature.
Nice.
Okay, Makoto. How many did you say you saw?
Well, one's dead, so now I see 3.
Alright, I guess I don't need to use it then.
It is Makoto's. Oh, I'm sorry. As they're approaching... I'll let you go last in the order, because they did approach you, but they didn't get within melee distance. So let me adjust your... So we'll have Shizuka. You can go.
Can she fit in between here in this space?
You can pass through party members, but you would not be able to pass through occupied squares by enemies. Since that one has been felled, you could move into his space.
So Shizuka is just going to walk up to here, and with her warhammer, swing at Orange.
You are currently in the same square. As...
Correct. You could move.
Oh.
You can move
there,
through, but you cannot stay there.
Oh, so I can move here and still smack at Orange.
Yes.
I would not recommend doing that, but yes, you can.
All right. Okay, out of character. Between Hal and Ryuki, who has the most HP?
We're all full.
Like, numerically.
No, probably Ryuki.
Probably Ryuki.
Oh yeah, did I get my point of HP back from the fight, last fight? I mean, guess yes.
We had a long rest, so yes.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I didn't know about that. Yeah, I have 23 points of hit.
Alright.
Having HP is kind of our barbarians thing.
Yeah. So if that's the case, no, that's only saving throws. That doesn't help anything. She's going to shoot off a guiding bolt at the one behind Orange.
Okay.
So
this one?
Yeah, the one that
now designated blue.
Makoto. Yes.
Oh, that crit!
Ooh.
That crit!
Ooh, roll some damage.
Oh! You launched that bolt. It touches his skeletal body, and he just bursts into basically fine bone powder.
/ golf clap.
So like, literally, Shizuka just like holds up both of her fingers, and just like points at
It's a
it,
bone meal.
and just yells, "Be gone from this place!"
Good enough. Even Ryuki would eat it. Okay.
As he snaps at it, it blows up.
All right. Makoto.
You know, I was gonna take advantage of the advantage on the enemy you hit, but I don't think I need to do that anymore.
Ooh, after battle, I'm
Ooh, I have an idea.
to kick its skull across the room.
I have an idea.
Do your idea.
I am going to I'm gonna set this to spell card, so Athen can see it. I am casting Armor of Agathis.
Okay.
And moving right here.
Okay.
Hit
So
me,
you're going to-
bitches!
So you're gonna tank it up.
So it appears.
Where's my temporary hit points? 5.
Boom. All right. Anything else?
No, I'm gonna save my spell slot. I have the spell slot.
Okay. Next would be technically it's still Ryuki's turn.
Yep. Awesome. Ryuki's gonna hit them with the katana.
Okay.
Hopefully. With the katana.
Ryuki will not hit them with the katana.
Reiki is sad.
All right, anything else?
Nope.
Yay, my turn. Okay. All right, Pink is swinging at Makoto. Okay.
That's a miss.
Orange is still going to swing at Ryuki. Okay.
Still no.
I have a quick question.
Okay.
What's the ruling on casting spells that are not prepared?
You can't cast them.
Can't?
You can't?
Ritual.
Okay.
And then you can cast them as ritual, but that takes 10.
You cannot cast ritual spells you do not have prepared. That is a wizard feature.
The skeletons have finished. Iseo.
Iseo's gonna move and aim another shot at the orange skeleton, but
Okay.
he's going to try and shear the broadhead off of his bolt before firing.
Okay.
Ooh. I like the way you're thinking.
Hmm.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So good.
Were you going for making it bludgeoning damage?
Mm-hmm.
But maybe someday your Thaco will be low enough that you. But no.
Echo.
I'm sorry. Unfortunately, it just kind of slips between rib cage bones.
Yeah, having the
First of
broadhead,
all, you're being
no aerodynamics.
Right.
Yeah.
Hal, your turn.
Can I hit the one that's right here? Or no?
You can hit this
yeah,
one.
your
I mean,
target would be orange.
I know for a fact you can. Yeah.
Okay. I'll take my quarterstaff swing at orange. Actually, you know what? These can't be two-handed. I'm holding a torch.
You would not be able to use a two-handed weapon. No.
Okay.
It's a quarterstaff. You could use it one-handed. Just adjust the damage. Just roll the damage separately.
Yeah, I will roll the...
Because you wouldn't get any bonus to hit anyways.
It's okay. So
Does
it's
that
D6 plus Dex.
Is it Dex? Strength?
For me,
As a
it's
monk weapon.
Oh, okay.
weapon, so martial arts. 6 plus... what's my dex? It's 3.
Yeah.
Okay. You find purchase on his body. Chunks of bone go flying.
Follow up on armed strike. And fuck.
Yeah. That attack missed. Probably because it was already crumpling.
Oh, fun. I punched its skull into the wall.
You are noticing that you are doing quite a bit of damage to these.
Oh, because they have Vuln 2 bludgeoning, don't they?
You're also supposed to have skeletons.
Uh,
They're literally walking bones.
Anything else, Hal? If not, it'll be Shizuka's turn.
Oh, no, because I burned my bonus action to punch them.
Okay. Shizuka.
Shizuka will go over here. And she'll smack at purple with her warhammer.
Do you have enough movement?
Actually, can I go there?
You have
my
30?
movement is 30.
Yeah, you would have to make
Yeah.
the U. Yeah. Which is fine.
So here?
Yeah, you would have enough movement. I was just counting squares.
20, 25, yeah.
Alright. So Shizuka's gonna approach purple, and she's going to attempt to whack him with her warhammer.
We have a lot of bludgeoning.
And I'm assuming she will not
Unfortunately,
hit the
that
war-
is going to miss.
Damn it.
If there's nothing else, then Makoto.
Well, Then 5 feet. Okay. I'm going to step over. I just provoked an opportunity attack. Oops.
No. You can move all the way around a character as long as you don't step out of their threat.
This guy.
Oh, yes.
This guy.
Thank you for being honest. I totally forgot about him. Oh, and that hit!
Well, on the bright side, where...
You will take 4 points of damage as he brings a large femur against you.
Cool, he's taking 5.
Ouch. What kind of damage is that? Oh, cold. Never mind.
Cold.
Okay.
So that's why you wanted to incur a hit.
That one was not intentional. I am using aid on Hal, so he gets advantage on this guy.
Okay. Is aid a
On
DC
blue.
10 or no?
Or
Or is it just an action?
It is just
That's what.
an
Okay,
action.
that's
I'm
what I thought.
using
It would be Ryuki's turn next.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Ryuki's going to step over here and attack Dark Purple.
Okay.
I am also going to use my Reckless attack
Okay.
because I'm sick of this shit.
Get that.
Fucking shit, White!
You also miss with your katana.
See, the issue is you're trying to stab and just.
This is just-
push
this
right
is-
through the bones.
This is the equivalent of a middle finger from the dice.
Oh wait, I can see Makoto now, but not Ryuki.
Well, Ryuki's under token.
Okay.
That's weird.
I see where he is.
Okay, so skeletons. More Ryuki attacks. Pink. Purple. Iseo.
We're still good at this game.
I know, right?
I mean,
Do you get to roll twice to see if they have advantage?
They do.
they,
They do have
Iseo
advantage.
is mumbling to himself, greatly upset about, not being able to hit anything and them not taking much damage. He's just going to, that's a long way. He's just going to throw his bolt case. Yeah, his case of bolts at the skeleton
Okay.
in rage. That would be an improvised
Correct.
weapon. He's not proficient.
Okay.
So
Just
strength.
tosses a briefcase at them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which one were you were aiming for? Purple, I'm assuming. Yep. That's actually going to hit. Well, did you add the? Let me see what that roll was. Yeah. Okay. Okay. As you guys see a bolt case go flying across the room, it's going to smack the skeleton.
And I'm
Yeah,
assuming we just
that
hear
just
Sao
happened.
just like cursing up a storm.
You know what that reminds me of Dynamite Cop. Where after your gun's out of ammo, you just throw the gun at the enemy.
Oh my gosh. All right, Hal, your turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna move here. And I'm gonna use my advantage
Okay.
strike because fuck yeah. To quarterstaff attack. Was that
It
it?
13 will hit.
Awesome.
Do you not want to roll advantage? You can still crit.
Oh yeah. I forgot to switch it.
Okay, not a crit.
Yeah, that's why I switched mine to auto roll advantage because I was
Switch it.
yeah I'm sick of
That's
toggling.
okay. It's still strike. And let's see. Plus he was hit with the bolt case.
Okay, so he's dead. Use more of my movement and use my unarmed strike on this one.
Hal is just not allowing any fucks.
I hit advantage.
It's fine, yeah. 15 will strike.
I'm just ripping through these guys.
Yeah, no, if you... Hal, on the gear thing on your thing, where it says, roll queries, just set that to always roll advantage, and then it won't color them.
Don't kid yourself, Hal. My bolt case did all the
All
work.
of it. Shizuka, your turn.
Is this one alive still?
No. I tried to move him to the map layer, which unfortunately removes the X. It is dead. I can fix those.
Okay.
I was going to try to get
So
them out of the
she's-
way because they were going above your tokens.
It is
Okay.
undead now.
So she's going to walk over to this one, raise her warhammer, and attempt to strike this one.
Okay.
God damn it.
Unfortunately, it is a miss.
Why?
Oh, you guys are rolling exceptionally poor tonight.
I'm rolling great.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Well, I did get that one crit, and that's the only
True.
crit I'm gonna get.
True.
I am fucking shit up today.
Guys?
Makoto?
Yeah,
Who's that in the north?
I see it. That
Yeah.
looks scary.
Yeah, no, I'm Eldritch Blasting that.
What is it? I can't see.
Then get over here.
I guess my arrows are over there.
Yeah, someone pick up the man's bolt.
That is a strike. Roll your damage.
Wow, that's an amazing roll.
Wow.
At 1,000.
Have you been transferring your hex?
He didn't place it this time.
I didn't cast Hex.
That was fast.
Is that a tiny skeleton?
That's
Okay. As you strike it, it immediately at, again, preternatural speed, rushes forward and tries to claw you. One thing of note, since it's this close now, you can see carved in its head, looks like some sort of odd green glowing rune.
Oh fuck. He prepared explosive runes today, I bet.
oh god. that would be a short campaign.
Why did my turn change to 14?
Because you delayed your action. Okay. 1 second. Makoto, you're going to take 2 points of damage.
Like, just... It didn't even attack?
It did attack you. It missed, but you can feel something. You can feel the life leaving your body.
That's not good.
Ryuki, it is your turn. You're also going to lose 2 points.
Oh wow, that thing is like a field
And then it is your turn.
I'm going to reckless attack Pink Zombie. Or Pink Skeleton.
No!
Finally.
Hey.
And let's roll damage. Two-handed.
That
yes.
is a strike. Okay, 8 points of damage. Again, kind of slicing through some of the bone as you're working your way up. Obviously, that was on the pink one. The other one was dead. Anything else?
Nope. Though OC, I am going to head to bed now because I have to get up at like 5 a.m. to go to work.
Okay.
Give Miles access to my character sheet. Miles, I attack things.
Okay.
I don't
And
know
if things get really bad, I enter a rage.
if you
okay.
can follow those instructions. That's pretty complex.
I know, right? It's difficult. It's really
Seems
difficult.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can pull this off.
Updated?
Alright.
All right. Good night, man.
Sorry to leave early, guys. Have a good one.
Good night.
Night.
Okay, so he attacked things. Seo, your turn.
Seo's going to try to get to his bolt case.
Okay.
He sees nothing to fire upon on his bolt case, so he's just going to take it and take a dodge action.
You are in the same square as Ryuki, so you'll need to. I think you have movement left. Do you not?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I should be able to reach my bolt case if it's within 5 feet.
Correct. All right. Let's see. You are fine. Now it will be Hal.
I assume I take 2.
You will take 2.
Excellent. I am going to use my quarterstaff on the green one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this one in particular needs to be taken down quickly.
I assume that.
You find purchase.
And then my.
Oh, don't even need to.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. You know more than strike purchase. The rune on his head starts to dissipate. However, Makoto, yourself, Shizuka will need to make con saves.
Oh, goody.
It's poison.
Fuck.
That's
not good.
That's
yeah.
really not good.
God damn it! Why am I rolling such shitty rolls?
Okay, you are all terrible at your constitution saves. So, you guys are going to take an additional 2 points of damage.
Oh, that's not bad.
Again,
Oh, I only took 2 points from him. This is the only 2 I'm taking from him because my turn never came up.
correct. So, you weren't in his aura long enough for it to take effect on your character. However, you are going to take the effect of this as whatever was in him, the rune goes out, kind of a green mist spreads and dissipates.
And I'm going to unarmed strike the pink one.
Okay.
Damn.
And you
I don't
miss.
think that hits. Damn.
Now it is Shizuka's turn.
First thing Shizuka's gonna do is get out of the way.
If you don't disengage, you will provoke an attack of opportunity.
Well, yeah, she's disengaging. So, and she's gonna head towards Isao.
Okay.
And can I do anything else? From
Only a
here?
bonus action if you have it.
Yeah, there's nothing really else I can do, so even with that action. So pass.
Makoto?
I'm gonna move up towards Pink here, and I'm going to use the help action on Hal again.
Okay.
Because he's hitting harder than I am.
Yes, Hal seems to be doing quite a lot of damage.
By which we mean hell is hitting.
Well, you do bludgeoning
He's
damage.
doing a hell of a lot of damage.
DM takes negative inspiration.
It's a 50 DKP minus. Okay.
Ryuki, on the other hand, is just gonna...
He's going to attack things.
I'm gonna... You know what? Fuck it. Reckless attack.
No? Oh,
That was a good call, guys.
okay.
My God.
Well, it wasn't.
You gotta tell me what that 20's for.
Nope.
Well, it's his.
I believe it's Isao's turn unless he's got a bonus action.
Not that I'm aware of. I don't think that's worth raging over.
Isao.
Isao, having reclaimed his crossbow bolt, is going to run forward, slide, and try to knock this skeleton prone.
Okay. Let's see. Give me...
Please say acrobatics.
Yeah, acrobatics is absolutely applicable.
Are you?
It's not bad. I mean, you're not going to be able to gain your movement after the slide, so your movement portion has ended, but you can still make your attack if you wish.
I'm trying to knock him prone. That should be my full action.
You're trying to
like a CMB.
Aren't you trying to hit him with the bolt that you picked up?
No, I'm just trying to.
Oh,
trip
you're
him
trying to bowl
down.
him over. I gotcha.
Yeah. What's the term in?
Oh, are you giving him an RKO out of nowhere?
Yep.
How do we
I still think that's thematically appropriate. They're not the most graceful beings here. Again, you're not going to be able to take pretty much any other your actions as you kind of bowl him over, but he will be knocked prone.
Wonderful.
Yo, Makoto fist bump. Makoto's gonna fist bump. Peace out.
While I'm kneeling on the floor, yeah.
We're close enough to each other to
If
fist
he's
bump.
then prone, I'm going to use my quarterstaff. Well, I'm assuming it's my turn.
It is your turn,
Okay.
and I believe you have advantage as well.
You have advantage 2 different ways.
And I rolled 2 18s.
Nice.
which
Yahtzee.
I hit. And hopefully kills.
Crap damage.
Is there enough?
It is enough.
It's enough. Cool.
Okay.
Shit, that was some Miyamoto Musashi shit. You just break his fucking chest open after he gets knocked over.
Alright, let's, I guess, clear this room real quick.
Get out of the smoke.
The smoke's gone. It dissipated.
Uh,
I'm gonna go check out the dead guy.
I say I was also going to check out the dead guy.
Okay. Again, not dressed in overly elaborate clothes. It could maybe have been one of the villagers. His corpse is rank. It is not fresh.
I'd like to try and determine when he died. Can I get modern forensics?
Oh my god.
While you're having fun playing CSI,
Right.
Makoto's gonna go up here and peek around the corner.
Okay. If you have any applicable skills that would allow you to maybe determine survival or nature, perhaps, or maybe even intelligence. I'm not quite sure. If you can
I have raw intelligence.
yeah, if you can rationalize it, we can usually make something happen.
I think Iseo is going to rationalize it as he's seen dead bodies before, those he's made and those of his parents, and
Can I,
get a general sense.
Wow, that
to
was a
his
backstory,
intelligence.
Bob.
Right?
Can I assist to give him advantage?
On a knowledge check, like you guys are talking it out.
Well, I have knowledge of medicine, so I have wisdom. So it's not trained, but I'm decent in medicine, so I'm gonna just try to help him.
And I'm just gonna think it out.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's applicable.
I think that would, yeah. I think that would give him advantage.
Ugh.
It's hard to tell. Even still, you're thinking decay. If it was kind of a natural, maybe 3 months.
Isao looks over at Hal. He's dead.
Awesome.
Oh my god, I'm really waiting for the. I ask somebody to do something and they just go, I can't do that, Hal. I know it's David, but.
Wow, I cannot see into this room at all for some reason.
But, by the way, can you at some point just please give us an NPC named David so I can say I can't do that, David?
We'll see what we can do here.
Cool. That's all I want.
Yeah, Ather, do I see anything like
What do you mean?
yay? Oh, the fog of war was being weird.
Isao would like to try and sneak into the room, cut the corner, and get a view of it.
Okay. Make your roll. Okay.
So stealthy. Dun 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 dun.
Metal Gear
I can't click on my token
Why not?
because I had the hand icon.
Miles, can you move to the side really quick?
I wave everyone forward with military signals.
Nice.
I'm gonna do a quick perception around the corner. Just like poke my head out to look.
Move your character forward 1 square. Okay, there's your
I wave
perception.
everyone forward as well. I'll wave everyone forward.
How dark is it?
The only source of light, I believe, is Hal's torch.
Hal,
Yeah.
can you give me a sec? I'll go on ahead.
You can see in the dark?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I will give you a sec. Don't get killed.
I won't.
Words of encouragement.
I'm half tempted to cast Prestidigitation and snuff out your torch to be like, yeah, fuck you. I think this is as good a time as any to roll stealth check.
Okay, go right ahead. That is Ryuki.
Motherfucker. Oh. Whoops.
Me barbarian, me stealth.
Oh, that was off my character sheet anyway, so... yeah, the 3's my score, my bonus. I just had the wrong thing selected. In
No problem
as-
if they're equivalent.
Yeah. Either way, it's a shitty...
How are you communicating back to the party?
I'm
Okay.
not.
Who wants to bet how long till he dies?
I'll give him a few weeks.
A few weeks. One dragon.
What is wrong with you people? Like, Shizuka says, like, her eyes wide.
I'm gonna examine this thing.
Okay. Let's see. I can whisper it to you here. What's the whisper command? /W space name?
/W space name.
You should have that answer there.
Alright. Looks like stairs behind it.
The answer to that question, it looks like there is or was perhaps a doorway that's there, but you're not seeing any means of entry. No mechanisms, no knockers, no keyhole.
Okay. Let's just look down here real quick. This fog of war is, like, not revealing based on my vision range.
Iseo, not hearing the screams of pain, moves forward.
Okay.
Could I have heard that? Could I roll a listen check to have heard that?
Heard what?
The not screams of pain.
You heard silence.
You would hear some footballs going on about you. Plus Hal has a torch.
It looks like there's another mark. What is that, Makoto?
I don't know. Give me a sec. There are more than just that over here.
Oh?
What do you see?
There's another entry. Give me a sec. Let's not give away position 2. Yeah, it just looks like more marks.
Should we follow the marks?
They don't seem to lead. Yeah, it's just marks on the floor. They don't. I can't tell if they lead anywhere.
Yeah. By marks, they are like burnt away. It looks like acid burns.
I saw that movie.
What's a movie?
There's also something down this way.
Iseo is investigating this table. He already investigated it, right?
It's a coffin.
Correct.
It's a coffin.
It is a coffin. It's wooden, and it looks very, very old.
Where to, team?
I guess
Shizuka, look away. As Iseo kicks the coffin over.
Okay, it's rather heavy. I don't think you would have the strength to like knock it over.
Test me.
Test me. Go ahead. You do not have the.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, you. Unfortunately, it is just too heavy.
There's something creepy in there.
Makoto?
There's something over here.
At this point, Shizuka actually calls out for Makoto. Like, Makoto, where are you?
Hi. What did you need?
Whoa,
Like
what's
at
that?
this-
How? What is that?
I don't know. I'm going to examine it.
Okay. How getting close, you can see that there is kind of an odd-shaped skull. It is actually it looks like it's affixed to the floor. Off to each side appears to be 2 small rubies ensconced within the bone structure.
This is suspicious.
Can I perform a religion check on it to see if I can ascertain as to what it is?
Sure.
Please be good. God damn it.
Stop, Makoto.
What?
Nope.
Oh, sorry. Stop.
Yep, stop right there.
Right here?
We'll resolve you here in a second.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe Makaboshi? Some sort of ritual? It's hard to tell.
I see no symbols.
Correct, there are no symbols. It looks like, again, it's hard to place exactly what kind of skull it is. It looks humanoid, but not quite. And again, ensconced in the 2 sides, there are a small ruby in each side. Let me deal with Makoto here real quick.
I wouldn't touch that.
Wasn't planning to. It looks creepy.
Dex save.
Well then.
Everyone in the room would hear this as well. Very good.
What is it?
You will hear a sound coming down the hall, followed
Shizuka
by
will turn
a
around.
little warmth.
Makoto,
Everything's fine.
are you sure?
What did you do?
I did nothing.
You will roll and save for half. You will take 4 points of damage.
Your eyebrows look a little singed.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling fine.
Alright, well, reconvene with us.
Okay.
Maybe don't go traipsing through apparently a booby-trapped temple.
To be fair, I wasn't expecting a temple to the kami to have traps in it.
Aye, you're right.
Perhaps they were added afterwards.
Nothing.
Anything? Oh, there's no.
Iseo will desecrate the skull.
How?
What? No.
I'm gonna leave the room before he does this.
And Shizuka will attempt to stop him.
Okay. How are you trying to stop him?
Don't
Verbally?
Back
Physically?
here.
Like she'll actually try to grab his arm, and while he brings his weapon up,
Sounds like a grapple
to
check.
just.
It's clearly not Shinto.
It is clearly not
But we
Shinto.
don't know. But we don't know what it will unleash.
You ain't
By the way,
wrong.
what is grapple here?
You roll either it's
Athletics. It's
athletics, yeah.
Versus athletics or acrobatics, I believe.
Correct.
The initiator has to use athletics. Person being grappled can use either
Correct.
athletics or acrobatics.
Well, you can get out pretty easily, I assume. Because Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Again, you try to physically impose, and Iseo is not having it.
Like,
Just kind of
you don't
wiggles
know what
out
it-
of it.
And he bears down on the skull with the butt of his Ippoyumi, or whatever the fuck I called it. Teppoyumi.
Yeah, very awesome. Now both of you go ahead and make me dexterity saves.
God damn it! Why?
I don't know. I don't know if Ryuki's in range. So I'm
Ryuki
just
is
gonna
not.
roll dex save for him. Well,
God.
well, good because that dex save was horrible.
By the way, I have renamed my quarters.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. As you both take 10 points of damage from the gas explosion that comes out of it.
And at this point, Shizuka will slap Isao and say, "This is why we don't destroy things that we don't know what they do."
Makoto's got his hands behind his head, nickering as he leans against the wall.
Does
So
the
what was
gas-
that about traipsing around booby trap temples?
Does the gas dissipate?
Touche, salesman.
Does the gas dissipate?
Yes, it does.
Okay, I'm going to roll an investigation for additional traps real quick.
Okay.
Investigation. My passive is better.
That is true. It doesn't look like it rearmed itself.
I'm gonna take the rubies.
Okay. As you try to remove them from the skull, they're very much affixed. You would have to find a way to remove them, probably with some slender or crowbar. You can come up with 1,000 other ways.
Pop it out.
Did somebody say crowbar?
Oh yeah, no crowbars.
Can I use one of my throwing knives? To
What are you talking about? I have a crowbar.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
But yeah, you can definitely try your throwing knives. Make me a dex check.
So while they're doing that, Shizuka's gonna heal herself.
Okay. You touch yourself for 4 points of curing awesomeness. Hal, it's going to take you a good 3 or 4 minutes to pop one of those jewels out. You think it's a pretty... I mean, after getting it out, it's pretty hefty. It's probably worth some gold.
Alright. I'll give the other one a try as well. Unless anybody's walking away and doing other stuff, but...
Yeah, it took you about 3 or 4 minutes to do that. As no one moved, I imagine they're just sitting there watching, waiting for the explosion to happen.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing.
At that point, like, Shizuka just like stands near Makoto.
Since nothing happened, I'll do the other one. Is that a separate dex check?
It is a separate.
Okay.
This one wasn't enclosed nearly as much. You no more than put your dagger in and it pops right out. It takes you maybe a minute at most. That's your save, though.
Hold up. Yeah.
They were both
-2.
your saves. So it'll work itself out to roughly the same time, even with the -2s.
Yeah.
That's my bad. I'm still learning how this sheet works.
Just click the word dexterity in the ability
No,
score.
I realized that. I'm gonna toss these bows too. I think we agreed Makoto's carrying the party loot.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
toss them both
So
to
you
Makoto
can
and put these with the gold. I'll add them to the loot now.
Okay.
Character sheet party.
Iseo is going to scout ahead,
Okay.
while stealthing as best he can around the corner.
Wait, who's got the black? Who's got the black coin, by the way?
I thought you grabbed it.
Adding at the party.
we
fund.
handed it around. Yeah.
That's true. You guys did pass it around. I just assumed it went back to you. Nobody said they
Okay, yeah,
kept
I'll carry
it,
it.
so.
I'll carry it then.
I put it in the party fund as black dragon coin.
All the coins are called dragons.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make that as a clarification.
Gotcha.
Alright, thank you.
Alright.
So yeah, Shizuka's just gonna stay by Makoto from now on because last time she risked her neck.
Anything of interest around here? Or should we probably call it for the night and pick up here?
Yeah, this seems like a good spot to. I am
And-
going to suggest a short rest for the party.
Okay.
Actually.
Where do you intend to
Yeah.
rest?
We can rest here.
Yeah, I was gonna say this room seems defensible enough.
Okay.
Yeah, the lovely skull room.
Oh, let's go to the room back here. It's closed off entirely, so it's more defensible.
That's a good idea. Let's do that.
Okay.
There's a wall there.
Oh yeah, no, this is much better.
And since we're ending session, I was told that I missed describing our characters.
Yes.
So just as a quick overview, Hal is kind of just average height human. He has the sides of his head shaved, and the middle, like 3 inches, he has like crew cut length hair. He does usually when we're outside, wear his hood up. And he's just kind of wearing plain gray robes. He carries a quarterstaff. What else? His eyes are just like a regular, like, I don't know, brownish green.
Hazel.
Yeah, hazel. Yeah, pretty slender build. Like 5'8". Yeah.
No, sounds good. All right, so we will pick it back up in 1 week. I think everybody is caught up as far as level-wise, except for maybe Maddie. But again, he might not be making it for a few weeks. Lux should return again next week. And anybody have anything else that they need from me or want to talk about?
How much of a short rest? How much HP do we recover?
You can,
Oh, that's pretty simple actually. You do this.
Yep, you can spend up to half of your hit dice, I believe.
I think it's all of
you
them
can
actually.
spend all of them, but on a long rest, you only recover.
Oh, okay, I had it backwards then. Sorry, sometimes I get used to second edition. Oh, you only get 1 hit point a day? Eat shit.
Do I want to use a hit die?
I'm not gonna bother. I'm not gonna bother for Celeb's character. He only lost 2 hit
Okay.
points.
I mean, I lost 8, so I'm just gonna use 1 for now.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn 1. And I
Nice.
know max, so I'm back up to max.
And I'm
And
back
I
to
got
where
my
I
spell
got.
slot back.
Oh, yay!
I got my spell slot back.
So
Warlock.
I'm less worried about hit points and my bolts at the moment. I'm almost halfway out.
Bolts. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, we gotta stock up for you.
DM
fam.
is curious. Obviously, you guys were very distrusting of Kosui at the beginning. How do you guys feel now?
I mean, he's
Still?
yeah, I don't doubt that he's telling the truth. I doubt that he's telling the whole truth, and he's definitely not telling why he wants us to come. And
If you want me to say it the out of character way, I'm getting the strangest sense of deja vu.
Deja vu.
He's like Zarfox. He's reminding me of Zarfox, except more blood.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Zarfox, for those of you who weren't around, he was the bad guy in my other campaign.
Yeah, no, he's either going to be a bad guy or like a non-hostile opposition force.
Okay.
I actually see him as... I see him as that gravekeeper from the first God of War game.
I am.
Yes, I'm well aware who that is.
I am. I mean, my character's not super religious, but I am under a hell of an. I'm thinking he's a Shinigami.
Okay.
I'm just straight up thinking he's a Shinigami.
Shizuka's thinking the same thing, but more along the lines of like just a direct servant of Izanami.
Okay.
So maybe he's a cleric of Izanami, but just eccentric beyond all hell. But
He is very theatrical.
yeah.
To me, he's either Shinigami or Nakama.
The musings I was kind of going for was it almost appears like he's either talking to somebody else or he's talking to himself, who is somebody else in his head.
Also, he talks like a fucking Namazu.
Yeah.
I can't. Please tell me I'm not the only one who
I don't know.
noticed
I
that.
just hit escape
You just skip the cutscenes.
for the most part. There's pretty like, ugh.
And
No.
actually, go ahead.
I was just saying, because the Namazu say yes a lot.
Oh, do
and
they?
tend to. They also have a tendency to say something and then say a synonym. Not quite to the degree of the kobolds, though.
All right. I think this session is a wrap, unless somebody's got something else.
So, do we get a level from the
Hell
fights
no.
No.
today? Okay.
Those fights were piss easy.
Last week we beat a dozen goblins and 2, what were they? Probably like chieftains.
Yeah. You guys did some damage.
We won we won both these fights with like a level 1 spell slot.
Pretty much.
Yeah, no, Riz, last week we beat as a party of 6, like a CR, probably total 4 would be my guess.
Yeah, probably somewhere around there.
Which we're probably at like a CR3, so we beat a relatively high challenge.
This time we killed one guy and the other 2 surrendered, and then we just beat the shit off some skeletons.
Yeah.
Which are all of the fights we were in were relatively.
Had the
CR.
characters actually had good accuracy, these fights would have been pretty. Yeah, for
Short.
the most part. But as you can see,
Yeah, had we been more
as you can
accurate.
see, there were other things that were difficult.
The dice.
Things take longer when Hal is the only one
Right.
doing damage.
And actually, do you
mean-
know who
I did
Cosplay actually
damage.
reminds me of?
I do not.
Here. I'll post it in the group
Okay.
chat.
I was just thinking of that one guy from the Witcher 3 expansion.
Never played it.
I think Gunter O'Dim or something.
I'm gonna bounce.
See you, man.
Next week.
Oh, why the fuck can't I go up